Yo, what's going on, guys? Jay right here, back again with another video. Today, man, we're going to finally upload game 3 of the $200 wager series that we had against Pitching Rebel. If you don't know who Pitching Rebel is, arguably the best player in MLB The Show, probably since like MLB 14. Constantly the #1 guy on the leaderboards. So really good player. We did play him for $200. I did already upload the first 2 games of it. This was a couple months ago, like 5-6 months ago. So yeah, I thought, why not upload the 3rd game? This was a long time ago, but I mean, it was a great game. That being said, I only have the raw footage of it. I don't have like my reactions to the game, like the actual stream. I only have like the raw game of it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna react to it together. I'm gonna watch it with y'all and just give my thoughts on it, and maybe see if I remember what I was thinking during that time of the game. But yeah, let's just get straight into it right here. All right, so here we go. So here, we see the lineups. We have Clayton Kershaw on the mound for both of us, so already a big factor. My lineup was looking like this. We had Tony Gwynn, Willie Mays, Wade Boggs, Frank Thomas, Duke Snider, Pudge. We had Pablo Sanchez and Rogers Hornsby. This team was looking pretty much similar. The only difference he had was he had Roberto Alomar at second base instead of Hornsby. He had Hornsby at third, I believe, and we had Wade Boggs. But yeah, let's get into this. See what happens. All right, so here we go. We lead off with Tony Gwynn. We swing at the first pitch. We hit a line drive, but it's going to be a line out to the third baseman. We were a little late on that sinker, so we got Willie Mays. Here with Mays, man, I'm trying to sit something on the outside part of the plate, just trying to go from the outer part to the inside. There he throws us a slider inside. So right there, we actually got the pitch in the spot that we wanted, which was up and away. We were just on top of it, but yeah, not the best 2 at bats to begin the game. So here we go, man. So playing against Rebel, me not scoring any in the first inning was definitely not good. Right here, we're just gonna try to keep him to not scoring anything. Right there, he hits a line drive. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a line out for him. And I just want y'all to keep in mind that this was 6 months ago, so the game was very different back then. I don't know what patch this was, so the gameplay might be a lot different than what it is right now. Right there, we missed with the fastball outside. Again, can't really hit my spot there. Or we throw a changeup that actually didn't hit just stayed way above the zone. Luckily, he only hits a hard ground ball, so that gets the second out. So here we're looking really good. Got the first 2 outs. Throw another fastball there. He just got it. He hits it in the gap. Mays wasn't able to get to that, and he's actually going to get a triple out of this. So a 2-out triple, definitely not good. But I'm still hoping we can get the 3rd out here. So right here against Frank Thomas, man. Looking back at it, I don't know why I'm pitching to him here. I should probably be pitching around him, which at first it seems like I am. Right there. Right here, we're going to throw a changeup outside, and that changeup just stays way too far up. Lefty on righty against Frank Thomas, it was just a dumb thing to do on my part. Really not the greatest pitches right there on 1-2 and 2-2. Kind of let him back into this account, and then we just walked them. Really good player with a really good eye, so those pitches weren't going to tempt him at all. He hits that one towards the hole, but Pablo Sanchez makes a great play right there. But yeah, man, so we lose that first inning. It takes a 2-run lead on us, so I'm definitely thinking we got to score here. There's a changeup inside. Didn't really want that. Again, I'm still looking for something fast on the outside part of the plate. Gives it to us. We drive it towards right center. That's going to drop for probably a double right here. Yeah. So here we go. Lefty on lefty. I'm looking for something to turn on. Throws us a sinker down in, and we turn on it. It just gets through the hole. It's going to be a single. Moves the runner up to third. Got runners on first and third with no outs now. So looking really good here. We got Pudge. Throws us a slider. So look, let me explain to you guys what I'm kind of doing here against Kershaw. So Kershaw has fastball, sinker, slider, changeup, curveball, right? So he pretty much has nothing but pitches that break towards us and only the sinker that would break from us. So what I'm doing is I'm looking on this part of the plate right here. I'm looking the top outside part of the plate for a righty, and we're working our way inside. So if he throws us a fastball here, we just drive it the other way. If he throws us a slider, we track it. That being if it starts in the middle, come here. So we just track it all the way in. The curveball, you know, you can just tell the loop. The ball would rise all the way up here. So, you know, just kind of sit back on the curveball. The only weakness to this approach would probably be maybe like a sinker down and in right here, or a fastball down and in. It's probably the only weakness. But if you have quick enough reaction and quick enough PCI placement, you can, you know, still do damage against those type of pitches. But that's pretty much my approach this whole game against Kershaw, is looking up and away and then working my way inside. There we go. We take ball 4. We got bases loaded now. It's going to bring up Pablo Sanchez here, so really good spot. Like I said, we were sitting up and away. He throws it down the middle. We hit it pretty well, but it's going to be a line out. That being said, it is going to score the run, so it's going to cut the deficit to 1 run. But again, we squared it up. 94 off the bat. Nothing we can do about that. But there we go. We get that slider. We track it, like we said. And we hit a 3-run home run right there. So it's a really nice approach I like to take against Kershaw. This really works for me. So a much better second inning right there. We actually scored 4, took the lead. Right here, we're just trying to hold him to nothing, but he is going to hit a leadoff double, I believe. Yeah, leadoff double. Not a good start. From a sinker outside, he just kind of like rolls it over, chops it right in front of the plate. That's going to get us a 1 out, and the runner doesn't move up. So really big out right there, because then that brings up Kershaw. Would have really sucked. Right here we do a shallow outfield just so nothing drops in front of us. Here we got him on a 3-2 count. Don't want to walk him here. Throw him a fastball right down the middle of the plate. Catches him off guard. We get the 2nd out. He turns on that sinker. He's going to line it right to the right fielder. Again, unfortunate. But that is going to be the 3rd out. We're going to turn on that one with Wade Boggs. Going to be a line out. So there are being lineouts being hit both ways. Again, I don't remember what patch this was. So this could have been that time in the game where lineouts were just, I mean, they're insane still, but there was a point where it was so bad. Oh, he leaves a fastball right down the middle, and we're just going to smack that one with Frank. I think at this point, Frank was probably the best card in the game. Yeah, for sure. So here we have a 3-run lead against the best player in the world. We're feeling pretty good. But deep down, I know that I have to keep scoring. I mean, in my mind, I'm thinking at least 15 runs. It's what I think I'm gonna need to win this game. But here we go, man. We got a 3-run lead in the 3rd inning. So I'm definitely not feeling comfortable though, because I know at any point he can just turn it on and score tons of runs. But yeah, here we're having trouble locating the pitches, man. I'm really trying to mix it up, you know, kind of keep them off balance, and by doing that, I'm just not throwing strikes. Right there, we get ourselves back into this count. Right there, I pick off, just kind of thinking he might try to do a little hit and run still. We leave a bad pitch right down the middle of the plate, but somehow this stays in the park. I don't know if he just dropped his PCI on that ball, but that pitch was dead down the middle. Yeah, that was a little meatball, and I don't know, he just didn't take advantage of it right there. Something you really don't see happen often against pitching roll. He hits a chopper, see if we can maybe... We get a really bad animation there. Could have easily been the end of the inning right there, but that happened. I do remember being really mad at that point, because I mean, this could potentially turn into a 3-run home run right here, and it's just such a different situation than being up 3. But you got to move forward. We throw a sinker outside, and fortunately we do get the 3rd out, even with that little blooper. Hornsby, we get that sinker down the middle of the plate. We drive it to right field. Should be at least a double. Yep, we're just gonna stay at 2. Yeah, now our pitcher is up. We're pitching well with Kershaw, so I don't want to take him out here. So like I said, we were just trying to bloop something. We do. It hits the line. Right there, we get runners on 1st and 3rd. Really lucky right there. There we hit a pop fly. We're trying to determine if it's deep enough. We're going to send him home, and he's going to get just in there. Going to give us a 4-run lead. We do have a really good advantage here. Righty on lefty with Mays. We hit it up the middle, so here I was thinking about sending him, but then I remember that's fucking Willie Mays out in center field, so I'm like, nope, get back. We stay at 3. We got lefty on lefty here with Wade Boggs. We're really early on that slider. We're just trying to pull anything. Right there, he throws us a curveball. We're just gonna hit a weak ground ball. He's gonna get out of that inning. So I can tell he's kind of sitting that inside pitch now. We throw him a terrible pitch. He hits it deep, but luckily Mays makes the play. That was just a really bad pitch. It was a slider that was supposed to be towards the knees. We leave it up in the plate. He smacks it. Luckily, it wasn't a home run. Another bad pitch. Sinker. Turns on it. Cuts it to a 3-run lead. That was a bad pitch. Right down the middle. So right here, we're in another bad situation. Lefty on righty. I'm just trying to throw the most unexpected things here to where he can't sit on it, right? This is going to be the 3rd fastball in a row. He kind of just sits back and watches it again. He didn't really expect the 3rd fastball there. We're going to throw a 4th fastball here, see what happens. And he turns on it. That's why you don't do that. He's seen the pitch too much. I thought it was gonna be unexpected. Clearly, it wasn't. But just like that, it's 1 run lead now. Yeah, we gotta right here. I'm just thinking we gotta score some more runs, man, because 1 run lead definitely not gonna cut it. Again, Frank Thomas, he just kept smacking the ball, man. Every time he came up to bat, it was almost a sure base hit. Right there, we hit a real little roller with Pudge, and we just get a lucky hit right there. I mean, that's all I gotta say. That was just clearly lucky. We completely missed the ball, and it was just one of those BS MLB hits. Gonna get us runner on first and second. Brings up Pablo here. So definitely want to put something on the board. This is a fastball. I was definitely not expecting a fastball there. Doing a little hit and run right there. We hit it with Pablo. It's going to actually drop. We're sending Frank home, and that's going to score a run. But Pablo is going to get caught up between first and second. I don't know why, but I feel like something happens here. Okay, no. All right, so yeah, just bad base running right there. We do score the run, though. It was a nice little hit and run. We get Frank to roll it over there. Lefty on righty. Huge out. Oh, that was a pitch. That was a ball inside, and he turns on it, lines it in between second and first. I want to see where this pitch was at. Yeah, that pitch was way inside, and he was able to turn on it. Here we're gonna warm up Eckersley and Brett Cecil. Like I said, this was the time where Cecil and Venters were some of the better lefties. I mean the Josh Hader's, like there wasn't many lefties back then. Billy Wagner wasn't out. So here we go. We got him in a 1-2 count against Hornsby. Throw him that sinker inside. He hits it decently, but it is going to be the second out. Here we're going to take out Gossage. Putting in Robbie Cano. Right there, we turn on that fastball. Luckily, it drops out there. Nice little leadoff single by Cano. So here he puts Johnny Venters in. Against Venters, so he has that sinker, slurve, changeup, fastball. So we're for sure sitting something on the inside part of the plate. Really all we're trying to determine is if the sinker's gonna, cut to a part where we shouldn't swing, which is, anything on this side of the line. But yeah, pretty much looking sinker. If we can tell it's something slow, it's definitely the slurve. It'll have a little loop kind of that comes out towards, like, not that far out, but you'll be able to tell the little loop. And then the changeup. So kind of working our way, we'll work in and then kind of down, little kind of C in a way. So like I said right there, he threw us a slurve. We hit the line drive. Gold Glove Frank Thomas for once actually doesn't catch it. And now we got runners on first and second. We're just really not concentrated here. And then he dots us up. So just like that, a really good situation just turns into nothing. Here, all I'm hoping is that Frank Thomas can somehow just bring it back. Right there, we get a sinker inside. We're able to turn with it. Frank sends it all the way to the wall, and we're actually going to score 2 out of this if we're safe here. Yeah, we scored 2 out of that. So Frank Thomas in the clutch. Like I said earlier, man, he was just my best hitter back then. But here we go, man. We have a 4-run lead. Feeling kind of good. Still not comfortable yet, though. Definitely not comfortable. I mean, he still has what, 3, 6, 9. He still has 12 outs to get 4 runs. So, yeah, definitely not comfortable. Right here, I'm just trying to throw pitches he doesn't expect. You know, backdoor sinkers, inside sliders right there. That sinker, we just left it right down the middle. He doesn't miss those. Gonna cut it down to 3. It's right there. Try to go with the, I think, what was that? Fastball inside. He turns on it, sends it through the gap. So it's not looking good here. He has runners on 3rd and 2nd with no outs. I'm just kind of thinking over what I can do here. For some reason, I kept CeCe in there. I threw him that cutter inside, looking to jam, and fortunately, we actually did. And it seems like that's my plan here, is just to throw that cutter inside, jam him, so like that he doesn't hit anything deep. So, I mean, it can be a nice approach, but it's really dangerous if you miss your spot, because you leave that cutter over the plate, it's going to get rocked. Right here, I'm just trying not to walk him. He had the green light on 3-0, and just like that, we got a tied game now. I'm telling you, man, this guy's just so good. At times, man, you just gotta go with it, man. The only way you beat these players is by out hitting them. When pitching, you're just trying to limit the damage. That's all you're trying to do, because they're gonna score no matter what you do. They're gonna score. So what you have to worry about is your hitting. You got to go into the game thinking you're gonna have to score more than 15 runs. And sometimes that's not even enough. And there, we throw that splitter on the outside part of the plate. He rolls it over, and we get out of that inning, man. But he did tie it up. So it's a 9-9 game. The last 3 innings of the game. He is the home team. So at this point, I was really worried, man. I was like, we're tied. He's home. This is not looking good. Here, man, I'm just trying to hit something in the outfield. We got to get that run in. Right there, we almost deked them. You know, we almost got him to commit a mistake. But, you know, he's a good player, so he knows how to throw cancel, so he was able to get the out and keep us at 3rd. There we go, man. So 2 quick outs. And just like that, man, we actually get out of the 7th. It was a quick inning. Really, really good for us there. So right there, man, another inning where we score no runs. So at this point, man, I'm kind of down. I mean, I'm like really negative at this point because he's the home team. he has 2 more at bats. I didn't really see myself winning this game at this point. That being said, we do get the first out there. We get him to pop up the second pitch right here. I mean, call it luck, call it, I don't know, but somehow we're getting these outs and somehow we're keeping him to 9 runs. He is swinging at a lot of the pitches that I'm throwing, first pitches. I mean, this is going to be the 3rd slider in a row, so I don't know if I was thinking that maybe he's just having trouble with the slider. That was a really good slider that he just didn't chase. We're going to throw it a 4th time. Last time we did that, he smacked it out of the park. This time he's going to try to go the other way, but that's going to be the 3rd out. But yeah, here we go, man. Last inning, tied game, $200 on the line. We're just trying to get some runs on the board. We got big old Frank Thomas up. He's been really clutch for us, so let's see what he can do against Rich Gossage here. And of course, Big Kurt gonna do what Big Kurt does. He's gonna hit a leadoff double. I was just gonna put us in great position here. Right here, I'm just trying to move him to 3rd. No matter, it doesn't matter how, we have to move him over to 3rd. And that is not what you want, man. You strike out. You strike out. Don't move the runner over. It's just a terrible, terrible at bat. Now you got Pudge righty on righty. Pudge was definitely not one of my better hitters. But somehow we clutch up. We get a sinker down the middle of the plate. We hit it the other way. Now we got runners on 1st and 3rd. This brings up Pablo to the plate. This is a nice slurve inside. Another changeup. We should be that changeup should have been smacked, man. That's a changeup that, I mean, I'm pretty sure he didn't want to throw it right there. It catches too much of the plate. It was a mistake, but right there, Pablo hits one deep. It goes off the wall. It's gonna score 1, and it's actually gonna score 2, and we're gonna hit a triple, a 2-run triple right there. That was actually one of the things I thought. Okay, but yeah, we take a 2-run lead right there. So huge hit by Pablo. Right there, man. Right here, man. I was really mad at myself because this could have easily been a 3-run lead if we just hit something better than that. I mean, that's the one thing you don't want to do with 2 outs. And right there, we actually smacked that one with Dennis Eckersley. But the reason I kept him in is because Rebel was struggling against Eckersley. I mean, Eckersley held him to two donuts in the last 2 innings. Something, and there's no way we take out Eckersley. I mean, he's the only reason we're still in the game. Just keep going back to that same pitch, man. There's not really much you can do with that pitch if you just locate it in the right spot. What did I say, man? It's just a tough pitch. He was struggling with it the whole time. I mean, just why fix it if it ain't broken, right? Here we're gonna try to go inside with the sinker. And of course, we leave it right over the plate, but he does miss it. And that's going to be the 2nd out right there. And just like that, man, we're just 1 out away from winning $200 against the best player in the game. And yeah, I mean, I know at this point I was really nervous. And right there, man, he hits a hard ground ball to shortstop. And just like that, man, we win $200. We beat the best player in the game. It was a tough one. there was definitely a little luck involved in a lot of things. I mean, this at this point in the game, there was definitely a lot of iffy things with the game. That being said, there were some things that went his way. But yeah, man, it was just a tough game. Look at his rating, man. 1248 at the time. He was definitely number one at the time. I got 19 hits to his 15, 11-9. Really good game. I kind of want to see what would happen if we played another series, another wager series. But yeah, appreciate you guys sticking by. This was a little different than the other videos. Definitely gonna keep uploading some of these goon battles. You know, feel like these games are fun. You know, you just got two top players going at it. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts, my thought process, what I'm thinking against certain matchups and stuff like that. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment below if there's any player you know in the community that you would like to see me play against. There's a lot of good players out there. You got the Magunsky, the Kyles, your friend Kyles. You got you know, Degos, Seabreb, Otoxy, who won the tourney. A lot of good players out there, and if you guys want me to play against them, drop a like, drop a comment, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. And thanks for tuning in. See you guys later. Peace.